24,
30, I
madam.
think.
Berapa ramai yang ada? Tak tahu. Classroom ada?
Members
Madam,
in
kalau dekat
the
You
future
Future 24 orang.
In You Future is 24. Tapi dekat dalam you punya group, group dekat dalam WhatsApp ada 23. And including me, 23. So that means 22 sahaja. So it means that I need 2 more student lah kan?
Ada seorang
Ada.
tu dia tak dapat masuk grup, madam.
Tak dapat masuk group, maksud dia macam mana tu?
Sekejap.
Ada seorang ni
tu dia
kontak.
tak tahu madam.
Ada seorang memanglah kontak Muhammad Aiman Farish, katanya tak dapat join meeting tapi tak bagi tahu sebab. Tak tahulah sebab tak boleh nak klik the link ataupun sebab ada hal kecemasan ke.
Aiman tu dia tak sihat madam.
Apa?
Aiman tu dia tak sihat.
Sebab dia demam dengan muntah. Okeylah, tak apalah. Dia seorang okeylah, excuse lah kan. Tapi yang lain, so you kata ada 24 just now. So sepatutnya ada 24 jugalah termasuk I. Tapi tengok dalam ni ada 21 sahaja including me. Okay, tak apalah. Alright, before we start our class, you are reminded to key in your attendance if you haven't done so. Key in dekat dalam You Future, ya. Okay, so right now, I have shared you the lesson plan for this code, Financial Management, Fin 420. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, madam.
All right, very good. Okay, so here is the code 420. Okay, subject is financial management. And this is the RP, Noor Akila Muhammad Kasim. And after you have learned about the code, you will learn about 3 different course learning outcome. Okay, so over here, there are 11 different topics that you have to learn about. All right, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 until 11. Okay, ada 11 topik yang you kena belajar. All right. So what importance is about all this lah? Okay, you have a assignment. Okay, the continuous assignment. Dekat sini untuk this code, you don't have any final exam, but you will have final test. And the test will be on week 14. Okay, test tersebut akan pada week 14 and the marks is 30 marks. Okay, and for the continuous assessment like the individual assignment, test 1 and also group assignment, the total is 70 marks. Okay, 70 markah. Alright, so over here the 70 marks is consists of 20 marks, the individual assignment, and then the group project and presentation is 30 marks. Okay, so the report would be 50 marks and presentation would be 15 marks as well. Okay, and test 1 is 20 marks. Okay, so any question about the continuous assessment? Do you have any question about the continuous assessment? All right. So in terms of the textbook, you have to buy the e-book. Have you bought that?
Yes.
Semua dah beli. Tahu tak macam mana nak activate?
No.
No. I think ada dia punya cara macam mana nak activate. Tak apa, nanti I cari. After the class, I'll share it to everyone. Okay?
Thank you, madam.
Alright. So over here, tak ada dah lah apa yang important. It's just that to let you know in this subject, most of it would be about calculation. And there will be just maybe 20 to 25% on the theory part. Dia tak banyak lah theory. Banyak adalah about calculation. Okay, so before we are going to take a look on the lecture notes, okay, you all semua ada background accounting ataupun finance?
No.
Tak ada.
Tak ada, madam.
Ada, tak ada.
Tapi sem lepas adalah
Tak ada, tak
belajar
ada.
account. Itu je lah.
Maksud dia pernah ambil account ke tak?
Tak.
Tak pernah. So you tak tahulah apa itu asset, apa itu liability, apa itu equity. So all these you memang tak tahulah, tak ada sebarang knowledge about that.
Kalau basic tu tahu sebab sem lepas ada ambil account.
Sem lepas. But I thought that you are the first semester sem ni?
No, I'm the second. This is
Oh
the
bukan,
second
you dah
one.
second semester. So adalah sikit-sikit dia punya
Adalah.
knowledge. Okay lah. Tapi how about the others, yang lain-lain? How about others?
Sama, madam.
Sama, you all satu kelas memang ada lah ambil sedikit the accounting knowledge tu memang ada lah. So that means tak boleh go so fast, nanti you all tak faham pula. Okay, so for today, we just going to take a look on lecture 1. Alright, lecture 1. Okay, sekejap ya. Okay, so can you all see my slide?
Yes, madam.
Alright, very good. Okay, so over here, not much on the lecture 1. It is just introductions about apa itu finance and how to manage a finance in a corporation. Okay, so over here, after the lecture, you will learn about the financial market, okay, and the types of the business organization, okay, and you will also learn about the goals of a firm. Apa dia punya goals, okay? And the third one is on the functions of the financial manager. Then number 4, it is about the risk and return relationship. Okay, apa dia punya hubungan antara risk dengan return. Okay, so all of this nanti dah belajar, you akan tahulah. Okay, so let's take a look on the first slide. What is finance? Okay, so basically, if according to the definitions of the dictionary, finance, it is a system that include the circulation of money, granting of credits, the making of investment, and the provisions of banking facility. Okay, so over here, what we can understand is finance, it is about how for you to manage the money in a corporation. Okay, macam mana kita nak uruskan keuangan sesebuah syarikat tersebut. Okay, alright. So, basically, finance, it is the art and science of managing money. Okay, kenapa dia combine antara science dengan art? Okay, because by when we are talking about science, it means that finance, it provide you some knowledge, okay, pengetahuan on how and at what time the firm should invest in another firm. Okay, and arts adalah sebab This is how you take actions based on the knowledge that you learn from the science just now. Okay, dia adalah about bila you nak take action. Okay, by looking at the situations of the environment of the company. Okay, so over here, as you can see that finance, it is best to describe as scientific arts because science of knowing how to predict the financial consequences and art of knowing when to act. Maksudnya bila you nak ambil action. Okay? So itu adalah finance. Okay. So the second part is on the ni lah, financial market and the financial institution. Okay, before we are going to take a look on the financial market, we first take a look on the financial institution. All right. So I believe that you all know about the financial institutions, and they are the one that include the commercial bank, okay, the investment bank, insurance company, and also the pension fund. All right. All these kita nama dia sebagai financial institution. Okay. So what are the roles of the financial institution is they are the intermediaries. Okay, intermediaries maksud dia adalah orang tengah. Okay, the middleman that channel the saving between the individual, businesses and government into loan ataupun buat investment. Okay, so in the financial institution, macam mana dia nak channel the individual, businesses and government punya fund? It is by using the fund ataupun the money that saved by the supplier of fund. Okay, contohnya, after you have graduated, you bekerja kan? Okay, when you work, that means you earn some salary. Okay, you ada salary, so maksud dia you bolehlah simpan duit kan? Okay, and when you keep your money, maksud dia dekat situ adalah duit yang boleh diguna oleh the financial institution to turn it into loan to another people who need the money, which is the demander of fund. Okay, so in general, the individual, they are the net supplier of funds, while for businesses and government, they are the net demander of funds. Okay, so ini adalah financial institution. Okay, all right. Next, we take a look on the financial market. Financial market over here, it is the forum. Okay, forum ataupun kita katakan as a place lah, satu tempat. Okay, in which the supplier or of funds and demander of funds, they can transact the business directly. Okay, so what are the difference between the financial market and also financial institution is the saver who deposit funds in the financial market know where their money goes. Okay, macam mana you nak cakap dia tahu duit tersebut pergi dekat mana? It is something like dekat financial market, you, okay, as an individual, you pergi dekat financial market and you tahu you nak beli stock. Okay, so you know that you nak beli stock untuk this one lah, the company A katakanlah. Okay, so that means this, you tahu duit you akan pergi kepada company A kan? Okay, so memang company A yang akan menggunakan duit you tersebut. Okay, which is different like dekat financial institution. Kalau you save the money dekat bank, tapi you tak akan tahu bank tersebut, dia pinjamkan duit you kepada siapa. Okay, so in terms of financial market, you know dekat mana you punya duit tersebut pergi. Okay, and what are the similarity with the financial institution is they help businesses raise external financing when they need to fund new investment for growth. Okay, so ini adalah financial market. Alright? Boleh? All good?
Yes, madam.
Ke I terlalu laju? Am I too fast?
No, so far so good.
No. So far, so good. Okay, so all these like the categories of financial market, okay, and dia punya the ways how to transfer the capital, yang ni you boleh baca sendiri. Okay, what I want to focus right now is in terms of the form of organization. All right, so in the world, basically there are 3 different types of organization. The first one is a sole proprietorship. Okay, sole proprietorship maksud dia adalah milikan tunggal. Okay, that means you have only one owner in the business. Okay, and then second is on the partnership. Okay, partnership, that means you have more than one lah kan. Okay, it must be come from a 2 ataupun more individual who join the business in order for them to earn profit. Okay, and number 3 is on the corporation. All right, corporation, it means that it is the one that created by law, okay, where you will have the owner, and the owner, they are actually separated from the management. Okay, so ini adalah corporation. All right, let's take a look on the first one. Okay, so proprietorship. What are the advantages and disadvantages over the sole proprietorship? Okay, the first one over here, the advantages is ease of formation. Okay, ease of formation here means that it is very easy for you to register the business. Okay, so in Malaysia, you can just go to the SSM and you just take your identity card and you pay the fee RM 60 ringgit and you can register for a sole proprietorship. Okay, senang saja. Dia tak ada prosedur yang panjang lebar. Alright, okay. And for this, another advantages is that it is belong to one person. Okay, belongs to one person maksud dia tak adalah konflik dengan orang lain kan. So you are the one that manage the business. So this is one of the advantages. Okay, and dekat bawah sana pun kata manager and owner, they are the same person. Okay, same person, tak adalah konflik antara manager dengan owner. Alright. Okay, so what are the disadvantages of a sole proprietorship is the first one, limited life. Okay, limited life here means that if let's say the owner, they make a choice, all right, I just don't want to continue the business anymore. All right, then you can just terminate the sole proprietorship, okay, the organization, right? Ataupun if let's say the owner is the owner dies, all right, so tak boleh lah nak continue the business. So the over here the life is only limited to the life of the owner and it cannot pass down to your kids. Okay, you tak boleh pass to your wife, okay, ataupun to any other person. All right, so this is the first disadvantages. Okay, then second disadvantage is in terms of unlimited liability. Okay, so unlimited liability, that means if let's say the firm is having losses, okay, firm tersebut you buat business kan, buat business adalah profit and then adalah kadang-kadang dapat rugi kan. Okay, so when you are doing business and you incur with losses, then you are the one that who responsible for all the debts. Okay, you tak boleh nak share kepada orang lain kan, sebab you are the only one in the organization. Okay? Okay. And number 3 over here is it is very difficult for you to raise a capital. Okay, with your sendiri punya capability, it is very difficult for you to raise a capital because you are not large enough and maybe sometimes you are not back up with the asset. Okay, susah lah kalau you nak minta loan dengan bank. Alright. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of the sole proprietorship. So far, so good. Any question?
No,
No,
madam.
madam.
Okay, so let's continue with partnership. In terms of partnership, it is the organization where you have two or more individuals who join as a co-author in order to earn profit. Okay, so similar as sole proprietorship, for partnership, it is also very easy for you to form the business. Okay, the first one is of formation. And second, you have more than one owners. More than one owners, it turned out to be the advantages of the partnership. It is because when you have more than one person, that means you can actually have better idea. Okay, ataupun better punya in terms of the capital. Okay, because you have more owner in a firm. Okay. That is when we compare dengan ni lah you punya sole proprietorship just now. Alright. And the third one is you have the share liabilities. So for share liabilities here, it means that the profit and loss, it is sharing based on mutual agreement. So this is unlike the sole proprietorship that just now, as I explained, you have to bear all the losses alone. But for this, the losses will be shared among the partners that you have in the partnership. Okay, so this is the advantages. Okay, and for the disadvantages, on the other hand, all right, it is the first one, limited life, which is similar as what you have in a sole proprietorship. It will dissolve when one partner dies ataupun upon the choice of the partner. All right. And the second one over here is unlimited liability. Okay. And the third one is also the same, difficult to raise a capital. Okay. All right. So for the unlimited liability, just maksud dia dekat sini adalah you have to cover other losses. Katakanlah kalau you have any losses that is not uncoverable by the partners, then you have to cover it for them. Okay, because you are the partner. All right, although we said that the advantage is you can share the losses. Okay, all right. And the third one over here is the corporation. So over here, corporation, it means that it is an entity that legally function separates from its owner. So that means when you form an corporation, okay, an organization, so the owner, okay, the owner, they have to hire someone else to run the operation from them. And this someone else is what we call as manager. Okay, dia adalah manager. It's very difficult to write over here. All right, as you can see, I pun tak tahu apa I tulis. Okay, dia adalah manager. All right. Okay, so what are the advantage over the corporation is ease of transfer of ownership. Okay, you bolehlah transfer you punya ownership to someone else. Perhaps by selling your share kepada orang lain. So, bolehlah you transfer. Dia tak sama macam dekat sole proprietorship. You cannot transfer the ownership to someone else. Tapi dekat dalam corporation, you boleh. Okay? And the second advantage is shareholder are the co-owner. Okay, you ada ramai lah you punya owner tersebut. So when you have more people, then that means more idea, more capital. Alright? Okay. And one more advantage is limited liability. Okay. Limited liability here, it is different from what you have over the sole proprietorship and partnership. Okay, dekat sini, if let's say the firm is having losses. Okay, let's say the firm is having losses. But the shareholder, they only need to share the losses up to the amount that they invest in that company. Okay, based on berapa peratus lah dia invest dekat dalam company tersebut. Kalau dia invest just 10% in the company, so you only need to share 10% of the losses sahaja. Alright? Okay. And over here, one more. Next, the advantage is ease of raising capital. Okay, senang nak dapatkan capital. Because you are the corporation, a large corporation, bolehlah you pergi buat pinjaman dekat dalam bank, okay, or you can go through the financial market by selling share or issue bonds. Okay? Okay. So even though we said that you have advantages over the corporation, but it also comes with disadvantages. The first one is double taxation. So double taxation over here is the tax is incurred at two different levels. Okay. Satu adalah dekat level company. And the another one is when you have a profit, shareholder pun kena tax on the profit of the firm. Okay, which is normally in terms of dividend lah. Okay, bila dia dah bayar dividen kepada shareholder, so shareholder pun dikena tax on that dividend. Alright? Okay. And the disadvantage over here is the cost of setup and also the report filing. And this is a very tedious process. For every year, you have to come up with the annual report. Alright? And itulah dia sangat susah, okay, untuk nak buat report tersebut, which is different from sole proprietorship and also partnership. Alright. So when we are talking about finance, maksud dia adalah finance yang ada dekat dalam corporation tersebut, tetapi bukan finance yang ada dekat dalam sole proprietorship dan bukan finance dekat dalam partnership. Okay? So far so good? Alright. Do you all need to take a break? Nak break? Need? Perlu ke? Okay lah, take a break for 5 minutes. Then kita continue at 13 minutes. Right?
Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, so we will go to the second learning outcome, which is on the goals of the firm. Okay, goals of the firm. It should be, which one? Maximizing profit or maximizing the share price? Okay, ataupun maximizing share price also means that you are maximizing the shareholder wealth. All right. Okay, so over here, consider that you have the following investment option, which it has different expected increases in the EPS. EPS maksud dia kat sini adalah earning per share. okay, over a 3 years period. Okay, as you can see, you have two projects, A and project B. Okay, so each of the project it's come with year 1 earnings, year 2 earnings, and also year 3 earnings. Okay, and then later on your right hand side, you can see the total. Okay, the total. All right. Okay, so from here, you can see that project A for year 1, you have 3 ringgit. Okay, the earnings. Maksud dia, if let's say you invest dekat dalam project A, year 1 dia akan bagi you 3 ringgit. Okay, and year 2 it will give you a return of 2 ringgit, and year 3 it's give you a return of 1 ringgit and 50 cent. Okay, so for project B, year 1 you akan dapat 1 ringgit, year 2 50 cent, and year 3 5 ringgit and 50 cent. Okay, so when you compare, you boleh tengok dekat sini the total A and B. Okay, so kalau project A, you akan dapat 6 ringgit and 50 cent. Okay, from the total 3 plus 2 plus 1.5 dekat sini. Alright, and B is 1 plus 50 cent and plus 5 ringgit and 50 cent. So dapatlah 7 ringgit. Okay, so from here, if your goals is to maximize profit, of course lah you akan pilih yang bagi you return paling tinggi sekali. Right? Okay, which is project B. Okay, which is project B. But if you are maximizing the profit, basically you are facing with 3 different problems. Okay, and because of this problem, our goals, it should be, okay, as an organization, your goals, it should be maximizing the share price, but not the profit. All right. Okay, so now let's take a look on what are the first problem. Okay, so the first problem here, it is because of timing. Okay, timing dekat sini, kalau you tengok dekat profit maximization, you will choose project B, right? Okay, you akan pilih project B. But project B over here, you dapat 1 ringgit 50 cent, 5 ringgit and 50 cent. Okay, dekat sini, if let's say you take this money, okay, dekat year 1 lah, katakan, you dah dapat return from that project. That means you will have money to place it in somewhere else. You pergi buat investment dekat somewhere else. But the thing is, you pergi buat investment, tapi dengan duit RM1 sahaja, that means you won't get higher return. Okay, you tak akan dapat return yang tinggi from project B. Even though at year 3 you dapatlah 5 ringgit and 50 cent. Okay, tapi it's like too late already for you to have that amount of money dekat year 3 untuk you buat investment. Alright. So over here, the first one is because of timing. Okay, because a firm, they can earn a return on funds it receive. So the receipt of funds sooner rather than later is preferred. Okay, so that means you nak duit tersebut dia adalah higher dekat year 1, dekat year 2. Okay, like project A. Okay, 3 ringgit dengan 2 ringgit. Di mana if let's say you have the return of 3 ringgit and you use it to make investment in another investment, so you can earn a higher return compared to project B. Okay, so that is the first reason why you should maximize the share price rather than maximizing the profit. Okay, itu adalah the first one. So far, so good. Right, very good. Okay, and the
Yes.
second reason is cash flow. Okay, cash flow dekat sini, as you can see over here, all these, duit yang you ada ni, dia adalah profit. Okay, duit yang ada ni adalah profit. Okay, profit does not mean it is cash flow. Okay, walaupun you ada profit, tak semestinya you ada cash dekat dalam firm tersebut. Okay, and because of this, orang yang buat investment, which is the shareholder, dia nak adalah dividend. And dividend, it should be come from cash flow. So what you shows are from the earning per share, it is just profit, but not the cash flow. So that means there wouldn't be any guarantee that higher in terms of profit, the board of director will distribute dividend to the shareholder. Okay, so ini adalah sebab yang kedua. Why you should maximize the share price, but not maximizing the profit. Okay? Semua okay ke? Okay, and the
Okay,
third reason is risk. Okay, risk over here. When you compare between project A and B, you can see that in terms of project A, the earnings, they are actually much more stable. Okay, dia lagi stable compared to project B, right? Sebab project B, you tengok dia sekejap naik, sekejap turun. Okay, lepas tu tiba-tiba dia naik tinggi macam ni. So that means the return is actually not stable. So that means when you compare between A and B, project B is higher, is experiencing with higher risk compared to project A. Okay, so if let's say you choose project B, maksud dia you tak tengok pada risk punya component. Okay, but if you choose project A, that means you include lah sekali risk component dekat dalam you punya maximizing the shareholder wealth. Okay, so apa yang kita nak adalah you want to earn with a reliable profit compared to the one that's come with variability in terms of profit. Okay, so this is the third reason why there is a problem in terms of profit maximization, because they did not take the risk component into the consideration. Okay. Okay, so ini adalah 3 sebab kenapa why the firm they should maximize the share price but not maximizing the profit. Okay, so all in all, what we can say is that it is because profit maximizations fails to account for differences in the level of cash flow, okay, and the timing of this cash, and also the risk of this cash. So the focus in finance, it should be maximizing the shareholder wealth. And macam mana you nak maximize the shareholder wealth? That is by computing the share price. Okay, so share price dekat sini dia adalah macam mana you nak kira the future dividend, okay, which is the cash flow of the stock, okay, of the dividend, okay, divide dengan required rates of return. Okay, so over here, maximizing the shareholder wealth, it take into consideration the level and the timing of the cash flow, okay, by the future dividend, and the risk of the cash flow by the required rates of return. Okay? This one important ya, student. Yang ni you kena tahu. When I say important, then buatlah star dekat situ ya. Okay, so kita dah tengok how for you to maximize the shareholder wealth. Alright, what's next? Okay, so over here, this chart actually is just showing you that if let's say the project, kalau lah you have two different project, A and B. So as a financial manager, you should evaluate the project A and project B. Okay, tengoklah. If let's say this project can maximize the shareholder value, okay, the shareholder wealth, then you should accept the project. But if let's say it is not, do not accept the project by rejecting the project. Okay, so it's just a flow chart to show to you that you should accept the project when it can increase the value of the shareholder. Okay? Okay. So we have talked about the shareholder. Okay, then how about the stakeholder? Okay, so siapa itu stakeholder? Stakeholder, they are the person that who are related to the firm. Okay, they are the one that include the employees, the customers, suppliers, the creditors, owner, government, and others. So, just now kita fokus kepada nak maximize the shareholder wealth kan? Then how about the people that dekat surrounding of the firm? Okay, like all these people. Shouldn't we care about them as well? Kena kan? Okay, we should care about them as well. Okay, so over here, as a firm, their main goal is to maximize the shareholder wealth, and at the same time, they should preserve the relationship with all of the stakeholders. Okay, like the employee, customer, supplier, creditors, owner, governments, and others. Because it can bring benefits to the firm at a later date. Okay? Contohnya lah, katakan kalaulah layanan tak not fair, okay, to the employee. So apa yang akan berlaku kepada employee? Resign lah kan, cabut pergi dekat company lain. Okay, so as a firm, they should establish a good relationship by treating the employee with fairness. Okay, and this is what we view as the socially responsible. So that's why lah kadang-kadang you can see that in your financial report, you can see the CSR. Okay, CSR ataupun sekarang adalah more to like ESG. Okay, the environmental, social, and governance. Okay, that means firms, they earn profit. Okay, but at the same time, they contribute the profit back to the society. Okay, so ini adalah untuk other stakeholder. Okay, so yang ni tak apa, yang ni boleh skip. Okay, so how about the functions of the financial manager? The functions of the financial managers, it should be start with financial manager. Okay, dekat tengah-tengah ni, in the middle, you have the financial manager. Alright, so the financial managers, they are the one that who control the financial activities of the firm, which is, for example, like raising fund. Okay, macam mana sesebuah company tersebut nak dapatkan duit untuk diorang jalankan bisnes. Okay, so as a financial manager, what you can do is you can first go to the financial market. Okay, pergi dekat financial market, you can sell stock ataupun share Okay, or maybe you can issue with bond. Okay, you issue bond ataupun share, jual share. So nanti adalah investor yang beli. Okay, so when the investor is buying the stock ataupun bonds, then you akan dapat duit kan? Okay, when you get the money from the investor from the financial market, then financial manager akan dapat duit, and when they got the money, they invest into the firm operation. Okay, invest in a firm operation. Then after that, firm bolehlah dia jalankan business. Alright, so after they have run the business, of course, they earns with profit. Okay, with the profit, what happened? Dia pergilah dekat financial manager tersebut. Okay, so financial managers, they can either use it to reinvest back to the firm operation. Okay, number 4A dekat sini. Okay, ataupun with the profit that they earns, financial manager can actually send it back to the financial market. Macam mana nak send it back? It is like investor dah invest kan, dia nak return. So you can distribute the return in terms of dividend. Okay, ataupun kalau you issue share, that means you pay them with interest payment. Okay, and one more dekat sini adalah number 5, which is you have to pay tax to the government. Okay, kena bayar tax as a firm operation dekat sini. Alright. Okay, so ini adalah functions of the financial managers in a firm. Okay, the relationship of this one lah, dua ni, the operation dengan financial market. So basically, apa dia punya roles dekat sesebuah company? Okay, this one, okay, you boleh skip saja. Alright, this one. Alright, investment decision. And also financing decision. So these are the two important roles of the financial manager, which is to do the investment decision and also to have the financing decision. Okay, this is to support the operations of the firm. Okay, but before they are going to find out nak dapat duit daripada mana, first is they have to make a investment decision. Okay, so investment decision is how the firm spend its financial resources on the long-term project, okay, with the aims that is to maximize the shareholder value. Okay, so dekat sini, investment decision dia adalah the one that involve, you should decide nak invest dekat dalam current asset ataupun nak invest dekat dalam fixed asset. Okay, so dekat mana adalah lebih elok? Alright. Okay, and the investment decision also involve like recommending the best fit asset to acquire and when to replace the existing asset. Okay, so for example lah, if a machinery was broken, okay, so apa yang manager tersebut boleh buat adalah they can actually do the marginal cost and benefit analysis to identify whether they should replace with a new asset, okay, with new fixed asset ataupun repair the machine. Okay, so itu maksud dia adalah buat investment. Okay, invest dekat dalam current asset ataupun invest dekat dalam fixed asset. Okay, so for current asset and fixed asset, kita akan, we will learn about that later. Okay, in terms of the category. Okay, apa yang ada dekat dalam current asset and what we have in terms of the fixed asset. Right? Okay. So once you have already made a decision on the investment and now adalah nak cari duit. Macam mana nak fund the investment decision that you have made? Okay, which is, itu kita panggil sebagai financing decision. Okay, so for financing decision here is, you bolehlah cari duit dekat financial market. Okay, pergilah dekat financial institution, you make a borrowing, okay, ataupun you issue bond, ataupun you issue share, okay, for you to raise a capital in order to support the investment decision. Okay, and over the financing decision, it is also including making an appropriate dividend policy. Okay, so after you dah turn everything into operation kan, okay, you dah decide lah, katakan you decide nak invest dekat dalam fixed asset, satu fixed asset tersebut. Okay, machinery lah katakan. Okay, so when you dah ada duit, you belilah machinery tersebut kan. Okay, when you buy a machinery, then after that, dia dah operate, so that means you dapatlah profit kan, you boleh jalankan you punya production. And you make a sales and you get a profit. Okay, so this profit later, okay, dekat dalam profit, you have the component which is called the cash flow. And this cash flow later on, dia akan return balik kepada shareholder for those who make investment, for those who give financing to the firm. Okay, like the shareholder. So dekat sini kita panggil sebagai dividend policy. Okay? Okay kan? So far so good? Okay, we have one more. One more, then kita dah boleh end the class. Okay, one more is about return and also risk. Return and risk. Right? And what are the relationship between return and risk? Okay. So dekat sini, return dia maksud adalah the measurement of growth rate of an investment. Okay. So from the investor perspective, okay, like the shareholder, okay, dia adalah the return, the amount of money that you earn or you receive as a result from purchasing stock ataupun bonds. Itu maksud dia return. Okay, so for return, there are two components. You have yield and the another one adalah capital gain ataupun loss. Okay, yield maksud dia di sini adalah income return on a security. Okay, normally it is measured by the percentage. Okay, yield kita akan measure dalam bentuk percentage. Okay, for example lah, you buy a stock, the original price is 100. Okay, dia punya price adalah 100. Katakan 100. Okay, you buy it today, alright, 100. And then at the end of the year, you jual, you sell it at, let's say, 120. You jual pada harga 120. So that means you dapat earnings kan, RM20. Okay, and this RM20, nanti you have to add up with the dividend paid for the stock. Okay. Assume that the dividend pay for this stock is RM2. Okay, so maksud dia dekat sini adalah the gain that you earns from selling the stock, 20. Okay, you have to plus with the dividend that paid, which is the RM2. Okay, just now. Okay, 22. Tambah, 20 kan? Aduh, kejap. Just now, RM20 plus with the dividend paid, RM2, and you divide that with the original price of the stock, which is 100. Okay, just now you beli 100 kan? Okay, so over here, yield dekat sini dia adalah Yang ni kena darab dengan 100% ya. Okay, so you akan dapat 22%. Okay, yield adalah 22%. Okay, ini maksud dia yield. Alright? Okay. And one more component in terms of the total return is a capital gain or loss. Alright, so capital gains or loss here is, it refers to the amount by which the selling price of a security higher or lower. Okay, so from here, macam mana nak calculate the capital gain? You have to use the current price. Okay, current price minus dengan original price divide dengan original price. Okay, so this is how you calculate the capital gain from a stock. All right. Okay, next we take a look on risk. So risk here, it means that it is uncertainty. Okay, dia adalah uncertainty that you cannot receive the amount of money that you expected. Okay, for example, you beli stock A, katakanlah. Okay, and you expect you boleh dapat RM50 daripada you punya dividen tersebut. But the thing is, you tak semestinya akan dapat RM50. Perhaps the firm is not gaining any profit, so dia dapat losses. Okay, maksud dia dekat sini, then you tak dapatlah 50 tersebut kan? Because of the risk surround the stock. Okay, at the surrounding of the stock. Alright, so over here, macam mana you nak reduce risk tersebut? Okay, macam mana nak reduce risk tersebut? You actually can reduce the risk by using diversification. Diversification here means that janganlah beli satu stock sahaja. You can buy more than one stock. Okay, if let's say one of the stock is not performing, so it can be covered by the other performing stock. Okay? Alright? Boleh? Okay, itu adalah risk. Okay, what's next? Next is about what are the relationship between risk and return. So between risk and return, actually they are having a trade-off relationship. Okay, trade-off relationship here means that for those investment that come with higher risk, it should be compensated with higher return. Okay, and for those investment with lower risk, it should be compensated with lower return. Itu maksud dia trade-off relationship between risk and return. Okay, di mana dia adalah dalam bentuk positive relationship. Okay, so over here you have the graph, you have the return on your x-axis and risk pada you punya, sorry, this one y-axis, alright, and this is x-axis, alright. Okay, so over here you have the positive relationship between return and risk. Okay, so dekat sini you boleh tengok the higher the risk. Okay, yang ni dia punya risk adalah kat sini kan, dia adalah rendah. Okay, bila the line is at bond dekat sini, risk adalah rendah. So dekat sini dia punya return pun adalah lower. Okay, but over here, if let's say this is common stock, you can see that the risk is higher. Okay, and you will also need higher return to compensate for the higher risk stock. Okay, higher risk security. Okay, is that okay? Are you all good? So far, so good.
Yes, madam.
Alright. So dah habis lah kan? Dah siap dah pun. Dah settle dah pun. 37 slide. Any question that you want to ask before we end the session? Do you have any question? Tak ada kan? It is very simple and easy to understand. Okay, so kalau tak ada soalan, then I will see you all next week. No, next week, next class. Next class would be on bila ya? Wednesday kan? Okay, Wednesday. So I'll see you all on Wednesday. And on Wednesday, we start with another topic. Is that okay? Kita start dengan topik yang lain. Topik 2. That is, I'm going to introduce to you all what is asset, what is liability, what is equity. Okay, but before that, perhaps you bolehlah tengok dahulu slide untuk you nak understand lagi better lah. Alright? Okay? Alright, so class is dismissed and I'll see you all next class. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you,
Alright,
madam.
bye-bye.